Hey guys, how's it going? Brandon here. Welcome back to another Pokemon team builder for you guys. You've been long awaiting this one for some time. Now it is Gen 1 revolving around Charmander, Charmeleon and Charizard. Now before any team builder I do, must do a quick disclaimer just to say that it is a team that is opinion based, but I will say it's a team that I used in game and got through the game with. But if you want to change anything about the team, Pokemon, moves, natures, any of that good shit, then go on right ahead and do so. It is your journey through the game. You can play it however you like. I'm just giving you a basis of what I went off of and how well it did for me. But without further ado, let's get on with this team builder. Starting off the team, of course, we have our starter, which is of course Charizard, the one that a lot of people have been asking for lately, and I have to admit, it is probably the most popular starter out of all of them coming out of Gen 1. Me personally, my favourite is Blastoise, but don't get me wrong, I love all three of them to absolute bits, and Charizard is no different, an absolute monster of a powerhouse. Of course, you get a Charizard at level 36 after Charmeleon at level 16 from a Charmander. I went back for some reason. But the moves that have gone Flamethrower, Fly, Steel Wing and Dragon Claw, gone with a neutral nature just because, you know, Fly's physical in this generation and it's a pain in the ass. So Steel Wing I've just gone for those rock types and the ice types, and Dragon Claw just for coverage. Hardy nature, of course, it doesn't have to be hardy nature, it could be any neutral nature, so hardy, docile, serious, quirky. I think there's another one as well. Hardy, docile, serious, quirky. I can't remember the other one. It's off the top of my head. But yes, we have Charizard. Of course, we're taking a look at the stats, and there is nothing wrong with Charizard's stats. It makes up for itself completely. 109 special attack, 100 base speed. This thing is hitting hard specially, and it's very quick. Its defenses aren't even that bad. 78, 85, very average, and 78 HP. You know, there's nothing wrong with that at all. It's a very solid mon. It's obviously a great base for your team to revolve around with Charizard. Having the extra flying type is going to help as well. It's the first team member. It's Charizard. On to Pokemon number 2, and we have Primeape. Definitely an underdog and an overlooked Pokemon for the team. I have used it in every single one of the teams, but it backs it up so well. Look at the moveset. We have Brick Break, Bulk Up, Earthquake and Thrash, and I say this every time. Brick Break, Stab, Bulk Up. Its lowest stat, or joint lowest stat of special attack, you're not going to worry about special attack, is its defense. You get up a Bulk Up that boosts up that defense to make it actually eligible to take a hit. Earthquake. In this generation, Earthquake just destroys everything. 100 base move, 100% accuracy, 105 attack, class Adamant Nature. It doesn't matter, that thing's killing. Thrash just for another high base attacking move. Yes, you lock yourself into it, you get confused. If you're going to be hitting things so hard that you're just going to be knocking them out. And if you do get confused, you can just switch out anyway into something else that's going to take a hit or do something even better. So it just covers itself in so many ways. Even with base 95 speed, it's going to do well. Its HP and defense, like I said, are low, but with that bulk up, you're going to be trying to help yourself. Try and tank out that one hit and get up a bulk up, and then you literally could probably sweep an entire team with this thing. Absolute underdog. I love him. A is Primeape. There's always some conspiracy roving around this Pokemon whenever I use it in a team builder, or for Gen 1 at least, because it's Raichu. A lot of people like to go with Jolteon, and don't get me wrong, I love Jolteon, it's a great mon, but I just feel like in this generation, Raichu will help you just that slightly bit more with its diversity in moveset and how you can use it. I like to go with a neutral and have a physical and special side to my Raichu. Thunderbolt, Stab, Iron Tail, Dig for coverage, and Thunder Wave to slow anything down if you need to. You won't really need to slow anything down because it's 110 base speed, it's his best stat. She's got 90 attack, 90 special attacks, so they're both on par, so if you keep neutral they will stay the same. Its defenses are not so great at 55, so you don't want to be taking a ground type hit at all. You want to be switching out into that Charizard to immune that hit, but it will hit hard and it will annihilate anything. It's a great mon. If you haven't used one and you've chosen Jolteon every time and you want to try something different, please do try Raichu, because it will help you out a shit ton more than you think. It is great. I love him. It's Raichu. Now on to team member number 4, we have Victory Bell. Now straight away I must say, I try to avoid version exclusives at all costs, simply just to please everyone, but in this case unfortunately I couldn't. Victory Bell is actually a Leaf Green exclusive, and it's the reason that I used it is because I had Leaf Green. I'm going to say, if you're playing Fire Red, by all means I'm going to say this right now, just use Vileplume and you go for exactly the same moveset, exactly the same, just do everything the same just with Vileplume. There's literally no difference. It evolved from Gloom and then use a Leaf Stone to evolve it into Vileplume. It's exactly the same. Sludge Bomb, Giga Drain, Toxic, Sleep Powder, Neutral Nature. The reason I got with the Neutral Nature is because Poison is physical in this generation, but it has 105 base attack. This thing hits harder than a lot of people realise. Base 100 special attack as well. That Giga Drain stab is going to do a lot, but that Sludge Bomb is going to tear things apart. It's base 70 speed, so it's average speed as well. Its defenses aren't also great. Its special defense is 70, so it's on par. It's got base 80 HP, which isn't bad at all. It gets it by. It does the job properly. But I think it's a great mon. I use it during Gen 1. I always have to use it. I have played through Fire Red and I have used Vileplume in the same, and they do a lot of different, except from Vileplume's a little bit slower, but can probably tank a hit a bit better. So they do cancel out each other in different areas, but they both hit hard, they're both great. I recommend that no matter what version you're using, you use either Vileplume or Victory Bell. But for this team builder we've got with Victory Bell, it's an absolutely great mon, I love it. Now on to the 5th team member, we have Lapras. Now this thing is just absolutely great. This thing will bulk out and attack and hit back just as hard. If you have a look at these stats, base 130 HP. That is nothing to put down. The moveset of Surf, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt and Psychic, amazing coverage, plus the modest nature because they're all special to boost up that already base 85 special attack, base 95 special defense, taking a special attack so well. Its worst stat is its speed. It's only base 60. It's not even like it's that bad, it's that dreadful. It will still lose out in speed wise to certain mons throughout the game. Yes, it's going to, it's low its stat, but it will take any hit that anything throws at it and it will hit back like a ton of bricks. It is absolutely great. It's one of the easier mons to get as well if you do it the way I did it. Obviously if you want to maintain a proper one, then you've got to go to, I can't remember, you've got to go to a certain cave, and I think it's like a 5% or 1% chance at a certain time to catch one. Where it's easier just if you just get given one and just soft reset each time just so you get the right nature. Pretty simple, great mon though, just highly recommend you use it. It's Lapras. Now on to the final team member, and now when I was looking through comments and everything, I see this Pokemon so often, and I do understand why a lot of people use it. It is Snorlax. It is the final team member. The reason I love this Pokemon so much is just how, I was going to say derpy it is. It's so great. Snorlax is an absolute monster. 160 HP. Pretty good. Yeah, it is really good. 110 attack. This thing physically hits like a truck. 110 special defense. Like Lapras and Snorlax are going to bulk special attacks like they're nothing. Yes, it's 30 base speed, everything is outspeeding a Snorlax. You literally catch it up by waking it up, for fuck's sake, you know? Its defense isn't that great, but you're not going to worry about special attack. The moves that I've gone for is Return, Snore, Shadow Ball and Rest. Rest to get any HP back if you want to rest. Snore then is actually a pretty good move, base damage, if while you're resting. Shadow Ball for coverage, and it is physical, and of course Return for that stab move. Most people might want to do Return and Body Slam. It's completely up to you. I prefer Return just because I feel like it does a little bit more damage base wise, and with stab and everything I feel like it just does a little bit more. But yeah, Adamant Nature of course to boost up that 110 attack already is going to do a hell of a lot. I think Snorlax is great. You should definitely use him if you haven't already. A lot of people will tell you to use a Snorlax because of how good he is. He's great. He's the final team member. It is Snorlax. So there you have it, guys. That is our 6 team members for our team build around Charizard. I'd like to thank you all so much for watching, but mostly I'd like to thank you all so much for being really patient with me over these last 2 weeks. If you didn't know, I had some computer troubles where I actually had to set my computer back to factory settings. I lost everything. That's why we have the new graphics. I send a massive shout out to Mousey, my boy, for putting this together. It looks absolutely insane. I absolutely love it. I can't wait to use it for the rest of the team builders. Now, as we're looking through the team here, the final team, I am going to say that I lost the original save with the original team on. So this is why this team that you're showing you right now isn't level 100, doesn't have the correct natures and moves I originally did. I'm just showing off the team for video purposes. Please go with what I recommended. It will do you well. The reason that I've got this showing in the background is because I had to download a fully completed leaf green team just to be able to get all the footage for you guys. But go with what I said. Try it out. How did it work for you? Let me know down in the comment section below. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. The growth on the channel recently has been absolutely incredible. I can't thank you guys enough for that. Comment what teams you want to see next, of course. Any changes you made to the team, all that good shit. Hit that like button down below for me if you haven't already. Like I said, hit the subscribe button as well. But that's going to be it for today, guys. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace!